Hello. Well, to say I wasn't expecting that is a massive understatement. It's finished remarkably. Leeds United 0, Sunderland 0 at Ellen Road tonight. An absolutely fantastic point, a fantastic battling performance. Yes, we're definitely lucky to get away with 2 penalty decisions, but apart from that, we restricted Leeds to very, very little, and arguably we had the better chances. But if I'm honest, when I seen the lineup, I was a bit worried. We started off with Patterson in goal. We had a back three of Trey Hume, Dan Ballard, Luke O'Nien. We had Timothy Pembele making his full debut at right wing back. Callum Styles at left wing back with Dan Neil and Pierre Ekwa in the middle. And then we had Jack Clark, Job and Chris Rigg as kind of the front three. And I just thought from what we've seen of Timothy Pembele that he would be a worry. He hasn't really shown a great deal. And Callum Styles at left back as well, hasn't really shown much at all. And against the attacking four of Leeds, of Somerville, Rutter, James and Bamford, I think they've scored something like 40 odd goals this season. To say I was worried was another understatement. But what a fantastic performance. First off, the way we set up, we nullified Leeds' threats. Obviously, the battle that ensued between Bamford and Ballard also had me a worried man, because Ballard I thought was just on the verge of getting sent off. Twice he went in from behind. He was warned the first time, warned the second time. The third time he's never going to get away with it. Gets booked, and you're thinking, one more tackle and he's off. And he kept on falling for it time and time again. But I thought Timothy Pembele first off was absolutely tremendous. He was getting forward, he was breaking things up. But for me, the outstanding player of the half was Dan Neil. I thought he was absolutely tremendous in that defensive role. He was breaking things up, getting little tackles in, winning the balls, setting us up on counter-attacks, getting the ball to Jack Clark. And I thought he was absolutely tremendous in that first half. But overall, like I say, we set up, we nullified their threats going forward. Yes, they should have had a penalty in the first half. There's a shot. Ballard, elbow out, leans into the ball. Referee looked like he had a good position. Didn't give it. Went out for a corner, and you're thinking, dear me, is this going to be our night? Because to me it was a blatant penalty. Lucky to get away with it. But we kept on battling, and we had a couple of chances in that first half as well. Jack Clark had them both. Great play on the left hand side, cutting in. Maybe he could have pulled one of them back because he had Job in the middle, but went to the shoot. But the keeper made a good save. But overall, that first half was great to see. It's great to see the commitment, great to see the battling qualities, and great to see the fight back in the lads. And you're wondering, can we guarantee it second half? Put in a lot of work in that first half, and Leeds are obviously going to come up. They'll have had a rollick in that half time from Farker. They're going to come out and have a right go. And to be fair, they did that. They kind of dominated most of the play in the second half. We didn't kind of, get much of the ball. Second half, it was all of them. But yet again, defensively, we were set up. We were strong. We were solid. And again, they couldn't really break us down. Patterson only had one save to make in the whole game. Pembele tired in the second half. Understandable. It's his first full game since he joined the club. So he came off in the second half, as well as Chris Rigg, who had just been booked. Roberts came on. Aji Alicia came on for Pembele, and that didn't really disrupt things, to be fair. Alicia slotted straight in there as well. And, we hung on. Now, the talking point in the second half was Luke O'Nien's. It could have been 2 penalties, because when the corner comes in, he has out of his shirt, pulls him, he's got all out of him. But the talking point is when he gets to head the ball, he's above Joe Rodon. He actually punches the ball out, flicks the ball where his hand, and again, we're getting away with one. How the ref and the linesman have never seen it, unbelievable. But when you're playing the likes of Leeds, you need that type of look. And to make things worse, Luke O'Nien, being the shithouse that he is, after it's all calmed down, he walks away and he starts giving it that with his hand as though his hand's hurting. Just a pure piss take on Luke O'Nien's part, but that's him all over. And we hung on. Like I say, they didn't. Yes, the dominated position second half, but we restricted them to no clear-cut chances. Somerville were nullified his threat. They made a host of changes in the second half. They brought Pirro on, Roberts, Nanto came on as well, but again, they couldn't break us down. So overall, an absolutely brilliant point on the road. Nobody expected us to go in there and get a 0-0 draw. I think the last time they failed to score at home was on the 16th of September last year, so that just says it all. They've won the last 9 games off the belt. Now, we know they've had a little bit of indifferent form. They got beat at the weekend. They'll have been looking to bounce back tonight, but credit to Dodds, credit to the lads. Like I say, credit where credit's due. I've been critical of them over the last few weeks. You know, we've kept 4 clean sheets in the last 5 games now. Yes, we got beat 5-1 against Blackburn, but I'd just love to see that kind of commitment and desire in every game, not just because we're playing Leeds. And if we could get, you know, a little bit of an attacking threat going forward, would look a very good side in them kinds of situations. We've seen it done to us time and time again, where teams come to the Stadium of Light, they nullify our threat, we find it hard to break them down, and then 9 times out of 10 they can't sneak a goal. Well, we just couldn't sneak that goal tonight. But I'd love to know what your thoughts are in that on that performance. Player ratings, Patterson didn't really have much to do, like I say, so, you know, 7 out of 10, but what he did have to do, he did comfortably, like punching crosses and, you know, and what have you. Trey Hume, solid again at the back, apart from a couple of times where he dived in and shouldn't have, but overall solid again. 8 out of 10. Luke O'Nien, 8 out of 10, solid again. Ballard, for all that he made them stupid tackles and got booked, he marshalled Bamford quite well in the end. Second half, settled himself down. 8 out of 10 for Ballard. Callum Styles, I thought had a better game at left wing, but he looks much better there. He actually gets forward a lot more, and for Helder, he's better than Helder because he actually supports Jack Clark a lot more. Gets down the wing and actually puts a decent cross in when he gets on the ball. Pembele, like I say, first half outstanding, was really, really good. Getting down the right hand side, was supporting Chris Rigg, was getting tackles in, was working back. Obviously tired in the second half, but again, 7 out of 10 for both wing backs. In the middle, Ekwa didn't really get on the ball very much, but he was in there, he was busy, he was a presence, breaking things up. 7 out of 10. For me, Dan Neil was my man of the match. I thought he was absolutely tremendous the whole game. Like I say, he was in that defensive position, he was breaking things up, winning tackles, you know, disrupting their midfield. When he did get the ball, he was wriggling out of tackles and trying to get us on their front foot, playing the ball to likes of Rigg and to Clark. So for me, a 9 out of 10 performance for Dan Neil. I thought he was tremendous. Jack Clark in the first half was our biggest threat, like he always is. Could have had a couple of goals. So, you know, 7 out of 10 for Jack Clark. Job at times needs to hold the ball up better, especially in the second half. The ball was bouncing off him, but he worked back and he grafted and put a massive shift in, so 7 out of 10. And Chris Rigg, again, another battling performance. Got on the ball, didn't look fierce for being 16. Yes, he got booked, but it was kind of, you know, the play was past him, he had to bring him down, so he took one for the team. Again, 7 out of 10, another great performance. The subs, Roberts didn't really get into the game, but he contributed to the overall team effort, so 6 out of 10. Elise, solid when he came on. The fitter he gets, and we get him in the team. I can't wait to see him back in the side because we're a much better team when he's in there. But 6 out of 10 because he came on a bit late. But overall, you know, it's got to be an 8, 9 out of 10 performance just because of the battling qualities and what we've shown. We're dug in, getting a fantastic point at Leeds. Nobody expected it, so well done, Mike Dodds. Well done, the lads. Credit where credit's due. Now, I'm not saying we're world beaters, nothing out like that, but it's a great point on the road and something that wasn't expected. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below of what you thought of that. If you were down there, have a safe trip back. The atmosphere, like the way fans sang all night, the thousands down there, and I sang the hearts out all game and backed the lads all the way to that final whistle. On to West Brom on Saturday. Now, the LU soccer competition, for those who predicted loads of goals, me included, 2 games down and no goals. So anybody who had a low score or predicted low score is looking very, very good. I think somebody might have even predicted 4. So they are looking really, really good at the minute. Unless we get a thumping or we thump West Brom at the weekend, it's looking like a low score for them 3 games. But please like, share and subscribe. You know, every Sunderland fan's got to be happy with that tonight. We'll sleep well tonight. On to Saturday and West Brom. and watch out for the match preview coming out for that. But until the next time, thanks for watching, take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.